Good day, traders. Pinpoint here from AltoX Capital with today's recap on the trades that we saw playing out yesterday. Yesterday was Monday, the 15th of September 2025, and we were looking at and gold. So I want to just talk a little bit about the tool that we're using here at AltoX Capital, which is the spiral indicator, right? It seems that some of our traders still aren't getting it right. So I'll just explain it until you can absolutely get it and you can get yourself quite some good points off of the market, right? So let's say, for example, like yesterday, what we saw playing out using our spiral indicator on gold was right here on the downtrend side. Let's say for example, the market is moving down, right? Like low, high, low, high, and as the market is coming down to the to make a new lower low, it leaves you with a spiral indicator like so, a spiral arrow rather, like so. It will always come with two white lines. Remember, these two white lines are our entry point, so this automatically makes this area here our recent low, right? So if price comes back down below and breaks the recent low, we are now expecting it to do what? Quickly eventually come back and retest these two white lines. This is where you take your sell entry, and you expect the market to at least reach this area here. So this will be generally your first take profit, and if the market keeps going lower, you take profit as the price keeps going lower, right? And this recent high right here, this recent lower high, this is where you place your stop loss, right? So this is for the downtrend. So let's, what if the market is in an uptrend, right? So let me just now move to this side right here. Let's say the market is making high, low, higher, higher low, and as the market moves to make the new higher high, the spiral indicator gives you a bullish arrow like so. It will always come with two white lines, right? And after, so automatically again this becomes our recent high, right? So if the market breaks this recent high, you expect it to eventually come back to these two white lines. This is where you take your buy trade and expect the market to at least reach this recent high here. This will be your first take profit. If the market breaks going higher, you can take the profit accordingly, right? So this strategy generally requires you to really be patient, take your time, right? You don't have to have 50 trades or 20 trades or take 10 trades a day for you to be profitable. Sometimes you only need just a single trade, just one trade, and it's enough. You simply play with your position sizing and you're good to go. And it can also help you to avoid over trading. You end up becoming quite tired even mentally, for you to take or execute rather the correct trades when they do come. So this is what we are looking for, right? On a constant basis, this is what we are looking for. So let me just quickly go to the charts and show you some live examples of the spiral indicator in action. That was yesterday, the 15th of September 2025, right? So as you can see right here, I've already labeled our chart. You can see that this is the recent low that price printed on Friday, the 12th of September. So you can see the market went up, all the way up, and then eventually it came back down, and then it tried to go up again, but it failed to break this recent high, which was here, and instead the market decided to print these two lows right here and then crash all the way down. This was on Monday, 15th of September, open, right? Asian session. You can see that the price did push lower, right? So this automatically makes this area here our recent low. So when we now have our recent low, what are we looking for? We are now looking for the nearest arrow, right? Nearest spiral indicator arrow, which was right here, just right here. I'm using this black rectangle here, just here. This is the recent spiral indicator arrow. So if I can scroll to the right side, I'll probably have to borrow my straight lines right here to show you that where exactly we were expecting to take the sell trades in case price did come back to that particular level. It was exactly right here, these two white lines here. And if you can see here, let me just zoom in a bit. Price did push on Monday right from these lows here to retest the two white lines as expected. So let me zoom out a bit. So as you can see, the recent low is broken right here, right? And the spiral indicator arrow is here. So what do you expect? You expect price to pull back and retest these two white lines and then eventually fall. So if you were to take this trade here, I would expect you to place your stop loss anywhere right around this area here, right? So that's the sell side scenario. So for the buy side scenario that we saw playing out, if you can recall, even on the video that I made, I did say yesterday that gold is still bullish, gold is still a safe haven. So I was personally looking for buy trades, right? So let me just open another window to show you where you could have taken your buys yesterday. So if you can see here now, this is the 15th of September 2025. So as price was moving to the upside, as you can see here in this with this spiral indicator arrow right here, right? As price was moving to the upside, it broke the recent lower high here, and it created a new high right here and another a higher high right here. So with this high here and this higher high here, it confirms that this spiral arrow indicator here, this level right here, which was at the 36.33, it confirms that this level was going to hold. So it's as simple as that, guys. You can see that the recent high is broken. So as soon as the recent high is broken, price continue to even make a high, low, and a higher high. So which means that right here, when price comes back here, this is where we are expecting you to take your trade and place your stop loss somewhere down here. So I'm going to quickly extend the two white lines so that you guys can see, which is here, and the next one is here. So right exactly here, you can see that as soon as price came back to these two white lines here, this is where I would have expected you to take your buy trade. If you can see, even with this arrow here, this one right here, because I'm bullish on gold, so I'm not paying attention to the sell arrows at the moment. I'm still quite bullish on gold. So you see this bullish arrow right here, price went on to break this recent high right over here. So you would not have been wrong for you to wait for price to come and retest this area before you take your buy entries for the New York session. It's as simple as that. So if I can extend the lines for this arrow here, this yellow vertical line that you're seeing here, this one right here, it shows us when New York session started, right? So it right on this candle, this was the New York open, right? And that's the candle that we used to take our trade. So let me just extend the lines for the spiral indicator, and I hope this is understandable so far. If you do have questions, you can always reach out to me on our social media platforms. We are available there as well. So if you can see, price, as soon as it came to retest these two white lines here, what happened? It quickly pushed all the way to the top, all the way to the 33.63 area. And if I can scroll, keep on scrolling, price actually moved further all the way to 36.84 area here. So if you had taken this trade, you would have been looking at a good 48 points on gold yesterday, Monday 15th of September 2025. And right here, you could have also extended your trades. You could have added in, scaled in on your trades right here, because you can see that we've got this arrow. And what did we say about reversal trades last week? You can check out some videos that I've also made. They are available on YouTube, rather. AltoX Capital. So you can see this was actually a reversal trade here. So what happens on a reversal trade? If you get an arrow facing down this way, while we know that gold is bullish, while the trend is bullish, you simply wait for price to close above the high of this arrow right here, which is where you take your buy trades. And you can see price pushed all the way to the top, and this is where your stop loss would have been. So this strategy just simply requires you to be patient. You don't have to really overthink things. Simply be patient and follow the rules, and you'll be all right. You'll be quite all right, because you're not looking for much off of the market. If you can just find one thing that you can consistently do in trading, you'll be successful. You don't need a million strategies, because that ends up becoming information overload, and at the same time you'll find yourself being stuck on taking trades, because you are seeing one thing, another thing, and another thing. But if you can just focus on one thing, you'll find that your trading will become easier, your trading will become systematic. And as usual, if you're interested in this trading too, do head over to altoxcapital.com and you can get it from there. And in case you want to discuss further, in case there's something you don't quite understand, you can reach me on my social media platforms. We are available AltoX Capital on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and we'll be happy to assist you. Happy trading, and speak to you again soon. Cheers, bye.